There are ways to boost your natural energy levels that don't involve drinking chemical-infested energy drinks or hopping yourself up on caffeine all day. If you find that you are tired all the time and you want to know a simple few ways that you can increase your natural energy so that you can feel better and more productive at work and at home, then this video is for you. I'm Jen, and welcome to this channel where I help you to get the job, love your work, and advance your career, and I talk about wellness and success topics along the way as well. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you have never been here before and just found me today, I'm so glad that you did. Please hit like and consider subscribing so that you won't miss any of the episodes that I offer. I am 53 years old. And I have 2 jobs and 4 kids and a husband and a home with a big yard that has a garden in it. And I have a gajillion things that I have to get done in a week. And I completely understand feeling really tired and feeling low energy. Is it menopause? Could be. Is it because I'm doing too much? Quite possible. Is it because sometimes I don't sleep very well? Is it because there's so many things I want to do that sometimes it's hard to settle down? It could be that. But I know that when I don't do the things that I'm about to share with you today, well then you might as well call me a slug, because I feel like I'm crawling along the ground some days, barely able to do anything. First of all, I want to say that what I'm talking about today is normal fatigue, not something that is due to a medical condition. And what I'm sharing with you today is not medical advice. So if you think that there might be something that isn't right with you medically, maybe you have chronic fatigue syndrome, maybe that there's something that is just not quite right, please go and see your healthcare professional, because I am not that. What I want to share with you today are a few things that can help you to feel more energetic and awake so that you can function at your best, which is, of course, what I want for you. I want you to be the best you that you can possibly be, because the world needs you. And that is my whole mission, is to help you step into your success and be exactly the best that you can be. Now, I am going to offer you 5 things, and the very last thing is by far the most exciting one. So here is the very first tip, and stick around if you want to hear the last one. The first one is to be hydrated. Your cells cannot function properly if they don't have the water that they need to do all the things that your cells are doing all day long. Require liquid, require water. And if they're not getting the water, then they are being hampered in all of that activity that they are trying to get accomplished. And so one of the very first signs of dehydration happens to be fatigue. So it could be that you're just not drinking enough water. One of the ways that I've learned to get the right amount of water into me is to divide your weight in half in pounds. So take whatever you weigh in pounds, divide that in half, and that is the number of ounces of water or clear, non-caffeinated, non-sugary liquids like tea that you should consume in a day. And yes, that's a big number. For me, I think it's 7 of these water bottles full. So I just keep filling these up, and I think it's 7, or maybe it's 9, but whatever it is, it's a big number, and it's really, really hard for me to get through an entire day having consumed all of the water that I should consume. But it's my goal, and I keep working on it every day. On days when I have had as many of these as I can have, 6 or 7 at the most, then I feel far more energetic. So try it. It's free. The second thing to do, the second tip, is to eat for fuel. Fuel those hardworking cells that are doing all sorts of amazing things all day long, and fuel them with brain and body boosting energy. This means limit the sugar, limit the chemically stuff, limit the empty calories, eat green leafy things that all the nutritionists and health experts tell you to do. Lots and lots of colorful vegetables. The more color, the better in your diet, that is natural color. Things that don't come out of packages, if you can help it. Things that you can tell what they still are. They're not so modified and processed that you have no idea what it is anymore. And your cells will thank you for it. So eat for fuel. That was number 2. Number 3 is exercise. Yep, this one is somewhat like flossing your teeth or making your bed, things that you're supposed to do every day that nobody wants to do. But if you do them, it's good for you. And everybody tells you to do these things. Find ways to fit in movement at least 3 or 4 times in your week that you can do, even if it's a walk around the block, even if it's taking your dog out, if it's running up and down the stairs at your job instead of taking the elevator, even if it is doing some online yoga, even if there is something that you can do that's fun, turn on the music and dance, do something. There must be 30 minutes in your day, at least 3 or 4 times a week, that you can block off and do this for you so that you can feel more energy and be healthier. In the end, you will be amazed at how much energy you will have if you move even a little bit more every single day. Pick something that you like to do. It doesn't have to be drudgery. It can be an online class. It can be meeting a friend for a walk. It can be something that's fun, and you will find that your energy picks up. Absolutely. The 4th thing is sleep, but not too much, because you can't catch up on lost sleep. There is no sleep bank. Set your alarm and try to get up at the same time every day, and try to get into your bed to go to sleep at the same time every night. Try to do it that approximately and get yourself into a habit or a routine of having that window of time that is optimized for you to be able to sleep. Now, sometimes sleeping in makes you feel less energetic. I don't know if you've noticed that. Sometimes when you sleep more, you actually feel more tired during the day because your body gets confused. You can increase the overall length of time you sleep if you feel like your routine is not long enough by adding 15 minutes, going to bed 15 minutes earlier, getting up 15 minutes later, that kind of thing. But you can't batch your sleep time and burn the midnight oil, as they say, all week and then try and sleep through the weekend to catch up. It doesn't work that way. You just end up feeling rotten throughout the week. So try to get yourself onto a sleep schedule. And there is a book by Sean Stevenson of the Model Health Show podcast called Sleep Smart. And I will link to that in the description down below because it's an excellent book. I read it, I love it, and I will go back to it over and over again. So figure out ways that there's lots of information out there on how to get a better sleep. Figure out ways to do that and do it. All right, the 5th thing, this is my most fun one, is to have more sex. Yeah, that might not sound great if you are exhausted, but if you can, it's one of the best things you can do to increase your health and to reduce your fatigue. And again, do this responsibly and safely, and there's all sorts of caveats around that, but preferably do it in the morning. There is an endocrinologist and a metabolism specialist named Dr. Eva, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, Weinar, might be Swinar, Cwynar. She wrote a book called The Fatigue Solution, Increase Your Energy in 8 Easy Steps. And this is one of her steps. She says that sex stimulates brain function, burns calories, increases oxygenation, it boosts your immunity, it relieves stress and depression. Do that safely, as with any of these tips, and see your doctor if you need help setting a plan for your health. If anything that I have mentioned today has to do with your health, you may want to go get checked out. to see if your hormone levels are good, if your thyroid is functioning well, because it could be a number of things that are contributing to your overall fatigue. But if it's just garden variety fatigue, then these are 5 tips that hopefully will help you get more energy throughout your day. So there you have it. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you are still here with me right now, you are a rock star. I will see you next time here at Careers by Jenn.